Anthony Sessa, the wolf from Philly. The first time Brooklyn laid eyes on Anthony Sessa, the air got heavy. He stepped off that midnight Amtrak from 30th Street Station, wearing a dark overcoat, smoke curling from his cigarette like it was his own personal fog machine. Philly had its killers, but Sessa, he wasn't just another button man. He was a problem solver. The kind of guy you sent when you wanted chaos turned into order, or a man turned into dust. Word on the street said he was coming at the personal request of Goku D'Angelo. Brooklyn was slipping. Too many betrayals. Too many mouths whispering in shadows. Trock was dead. Harlow's betrayal was still stinking up the borough, and Christian's Intelli was making his move, smooth as oil. Goku needed somebody who wasn't tangled in New York politics. Someone clean of the Brooklyn mud. Philly muscle with no Brooklyn loyalties. That someone was Anthony Sessa. The sit-down La Tavola Nera, back room, candlelight low. Goku at the head, Nick Palermo to his right, Bambi Palermo sitting back with that watchful fire in her eyes, and Lopez leaning in the corner, silent but loaded. The door creaks. In walks Sessa, tall, lean, scars on his knuckles from fights nobody dared to ask about. He don't bow, don't kiss rings, just nods once and takes the chair left open like it was meant for him. Brooklyn's boilin', Goku says, voice gravel deep. We need a man who don't spook easy, a man who's got no skin in the local games. Philly tells me you're that man. Sessa just lights another smoke, exhales slow. I ain't here to make friends. I ain't here to play your politics. I'm here 'cause Philly don't like the smell of Kansas City creeping into New York. And if I'm being honest, neither do I. You want order? You want the streets to remember what fear feels like? Then I'm your guy, but I ain't nobody's errand boy. I work with ya, not for ya. Nick bristles, but Bambi leans forward, smirking. Good. We don't need another soldier. We need a wolf. The move-first job? He don't waste time. Within a week, Sessa cracks heads in Bay Ridge, wipes out a crew trying to skim dock shipments under Zintelli's nose. Sends the survivors back to Kansas City missing teeth and dignity. Leaves one alive with a broken jaw just so the story spreads faster than wildfire. By the end of the month, everybody's whispering it. Anthony Sessa ain't Brooklyn. He ain't Philly. He's the blade between. The streets of Brooklyn don't trust outsiders. But Anthony Sessa ain't looking for trust. He's looking for blood, order, and maybe a shot at his own piece of the pie. And whether Brooklyn wants him or not, the wolf from Philly's here to stay. Brooklyn Bloodlines Season 2, coming soon, whether you're ready or not. Bambi's twisted tales bridge to Terabithia. Some stories they tell you to teach a lesson. Some they tell you to keep kids smiling at night. But this one ain't about smiles. This is about shadows, blood, and the price you pay when you go crossing bridges that were never meant for ya. Tonight we ain't talking about no sweet childhood fairy tale. Nah. Tonight, we take a walk through the woods to a place called Terabithia. And let me tell you something, kid. It ain't the Magic Kingdom you remember. Jesse Aarons, skinny as a broom handle. Kid's got dirt under his nails and a head full of dreams. Lives in a house where the wallpaper's peelin' and the fridge hums louder than the old man. He don't fit in. Too quiet, too weird. Then comes Leslie Burke. New girl in town. Bright, loud, always got her nose in some book about kings and heroes. Kids at school, they don't get her. They call her a freak. But Jesse, he sees something different. A spark. Like maybe she's from another world entirely. Jesse, why you always talking about magic and castles, huh? Ain't nothing magical here. Leslie, that's where you're wrong. Magic's everywhere, Jesse. You just gotta know where to look. They find it one afternoon, wandering deeper into the woods than they should. A rope bridge stretching across a gorge so deep it looks like the earth itself cracked open. The ropes are frayed, boards rotted. But Leslie, she laughs. She says it's destiny. Jesse don't want to cross, but she grabs his hand, drags him, says something like, "Come on, Jesse, you gotta believe." Sound of creaking boards, wind whipping. And as they step onto that bridge, the air changes. Cold, heavy, like something's watching. Enter Terabithia. They make it across, and boom, they're standing in a world that ain't theirs. The trees, twisted black things, branches like claws. The ground's damp, bleeds sap like black tar. The sky burns red even though it's noon. Then they hear it, a voice, smooth but wrong, like a priest saying last rites in reverse. King of Shadows whispers, "Welcome, rulers. One crown, one throne, but only one of you shall wear it." And there he is, the King of Shadows, a beast with the skull of a stag, antlers made of human bones, cloaked in smoke, eyes like hot coals. He don't shout, he don't roar, he just whispers, and that whisper crawls straight into their hearts. The kingdom's grip. Days turn to weeks. They keep going back. Leslie builds castles out of bone and ash, claims she's queen. Jesse draws maps of the land, trying to understand. But something's wrong. Every time they visit, Leslie gets colder, sharper. She talks about destiny, about how Terabithia was made for her. Jesse? He starts seeing things, faces in the trees, eyes watching from puddles, Leslie smiling at shadows that ain't there. Leslie, don't you see? The kingdom needs me. I was chosen. Jesse, chosen by who? That thing? Leslie, he ain't no king, he's the devil in a crown. The breaking point. One night, sitting by the bridge, lightning ripping through the sky, Leslie turns to Jesse. Leslie, only one of us can rule here, Jesse. You know it. You've always known it. Jesse, snapping. The hell are you talking about? We're friends. That place, it's eating you alive. And for the first time, he sees her smile, and it ain't her smile, it's his, the King of Shadows grinning through her lips. The storm. Then comes the storm. Skies bleeding, rain hitting like bullets. Jesse's at home, trying to drown out the whispers scratching at his brain. But Leslie? She sneaks out, crown heavy in her mind. She steps on the bridge, boards screaming under her weight, wind howling. She laughs, says something like, "I'm not afraid." And then the ropes snap. But here's the kicker. It ain't the storm. Jesse swears he sees it later in his dreams. The king himself, claws cutting the ropes, dragging her down. No splash, no body. Just the sound of laughter getting swallowed by the dark. Aftermath. Narrator. The next day, the bridge is whole, like nothing happened. But Jesse knows. He knows she ain't coming back. The town says, "Poor girl, drowned." They bury an empty box. But Jesse, he don't buy it. He hears her voice in every gust of wind, sees her crown in every puddle, and at night, when he closes his eyes, she's there, standing in the bone tower, smiling with teeth too sharp to be hers. Leslie's voice whispering, "Cross the bridge, Jesse. I'm waiting." Hey, yous think fairy tales are cute? Princesses, castles, singing fucking mice? Forget about it. That's the bedtime bullshit they feed you so you don't ask questions. Here, in Bambi's Twisted Tales, we rip the skin off the storybook and show you the bones still screaming. You want Cinderella? Yeah, she ain't going to no ball, sweetheart. She's scrubbing blood out of the tiles 'cause those stepsisters cut their feet off to fit the shoe. You like Toy Story? Guess what? Those dolls don't love ya. They own ya. They whisper at night, planning mutiny from the toy chest. Every tale you thought was sweet, we turn it into a fucking crime scene. Gothic, bloody, dripping with rot. And the best part? I tell it straight. No sugar, no singing bluebirds, just grit, shadows, and a wise guy letting you know the moral. Life don't end like a Disney movie. It ends with a fucking bill. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the goddamn bell before your childhood eats you alive. This ain't just YouTube, it's the Pizzaverse. And here's the motto, capisce? We don't just tell fairy tales, we whack 'em. Years later. Years pass. Jesse grows up, but he don't escape. Folks in town call him crazy, old man who mutters about cursed bridges. They laugh, but they don't go near those woods. Every so often kids dare each other to cross. Some make it back pale as death, swearing they saw a girl in the shadows. Some, they don't come back at all. And Jesse, he's still there, standing by the bridge, sketchbook in hand, waiting for the day he finally gives in and crosses again. But deep down, he knows, if he goes, he ain't coming back. Some bridges ain't meant to be crossed. Some kingdoms are built on bones and lies. And the toll? It ain't a coin, it ain't a favor, it's a soul. So next time you see a bridge swinging in the dark, ask yourself, what's on the other side? And is it worth losing yourself forever? And that was Bambi's Twisted Tales, Bridge to Terabithia. If you made it this far, congrats. You still got your soul. For now, smash that subscribe, ring the bell, and remember, here in the Pizzaverse, we don't do happy endings. We do true endings, the ones that bleed. Thanks for watching.